The war against the Kuzites continues, and they break upon us like water on rock. Yeah, much better. We have sallied out to attack Tulak's party. Attack! Does the garrison also join us? They do. We consistently beat them back with superior numbers. Careful troop management.
All of you! Give them
Now,
hell!
open fire!
Troops! Face enemy!
And exceptional tactics. We got them on the road. Everyone charge.
Remember this! You are dead! Victory! We won!
Water supplies. In hot climes, often the most vulnerable part of a fortress is its water supply. Most depend on wells, but those can run dry. After days spent in front of heirs castle, you've caught glimpses of the defenders slipping into the hills. You explore where they've gone, and eventually you come across a rudimentary cistern. You suspect that they must be refreshing their water here. We could poison it. We could learn from it. Or... best blows are not struck to the body, but to the spirit. Let the defenders know you found it by diverting it to a pool where your men can bathe on the hottest, thirstiest days of the siege. And every time we have some leeway, we make progress on taking more settlements from the Kuzites. Village. While picking fights with stray parties to increase the war score. Hopefully.
I yield.
Here, you guys help out too.
I give up.
Enough. I give up. Enough.
And while in Umbrella to replenish our numbers, we convince another clan of the Western Empire to switch sides. You want to join us, Saratis? Actually, do you even have any land? I don't think you do. But hey, more clan is good. He won't be bringing any settlements, but it's one less clan and its parties under the Western Empire's employ. And another clan joined the Southern Empire. And a second one as well. The downside is having just more random clans means that there's going to be less people, well, more people that the newly owned fiefs are going to go to, but hey. Ultimately, it'll make the Southern Empire more powerful. We also take a detour to parley with our younger brother's in-laws to see if they want to join. Join us, my friend. We're in-laws now. Well, we've been in-laws for a while, but join us anyway. Huzzah! Now we don't have to kill family. And also this random noble who was trying to raid my villages. While we're not sure if it was a coincidence, turning Ortesia to our side may have encouraged Vlandians to move against us early. Oh, there's the Vlandians. 3,000 troops. We take more towns than the Kuzites and reach 100 war score, forcing the Kuzites to make peace with us. For now. There we go. The ruler of the Southern Empire has accepted the peace offered by the war-ravaged Kuzite. Southern Empire and the Kuzites have made peace. Phew. How long until they start declaring war again? Weakened by war, the ruler of the Kuzis offered to make peace with the Southern Empire. Alright, now let's go back and drive the Vlandians out of our lands. And by our lands, I mean my lands. Because I'm about to lose Jalmaris. With a temporary peace on the eastern front, we attempt to take back Jalmaris. 164 defenders, even I could take that. Then we panic when we see a large army gathering and make a hasty decision to assault the walls, leading to our army getting pelted with catapults. Oh, that's painful. Having suffered too many losses, we retreat from the siege, lose a significant chunk of our army while escaping, and bribe a noble to let us go without conflict. At least the enemy being greedy worked out in our favor for once. In the middle of things, we actually critically failed to convince someone to switch sides. Damn. 7% chance my caught piece. We instead managed to convince this Western Empire noble who was in Jalmaris for some reason. And another Imperial noble to convince. Well, now I'm not joining the Southern Empire. Wait, shit, no, that means I'm gonna have to give away another territory, aren't I? Oof. From fighting scattered enemy parties, we accrued a boatload of influence, so we decided to put it to good use by forming a large army to spear some kind of counterattack. There we go. No siege weapons, so now we can assault without issue. Jalmaris falls quickly enough, but unfortunately we couldn't get elected to hold it. There will be other ways, but they're currently out of our reach. And now for the plot twist everybody saw coming. Chagan of the Kuze declares war on the Southern Empire. Why am I not surprised? We retake Aristocoris, bring Artesia back into our fold, and take a detour to convince a noble to switch sides before sieging Lagetta. I'm gonna need more money. On the 11th day of summer, level 05, Elachi has joined the Southern Empire. You know what? This is probably okay. Let's see how that goes. Yippee! Jesus, 1,754 kills. And we march on to take the final holding of the Western Empire. Though they were gathering an uncomfortably large army, so we backed off. No, I'm leaving.
I think
Somehow only managed to engage only about half of them, and won. No, you know what? I have confidence in this. I think I can win. See, I won.
Enough. I am your...
Enough. Enough. Enough.
And then we siege the Western Empire's final holding. For real this time. Okay. We're surrounded. We're facing a large garrison. We're almost out of cohesion. But we have all the siege weapons up. And they don't have any siege weapons. Let's lead the assault. Oh, everyone fire out well. You have projectiles. Load them. Forward! Forward! Ah! These guys seem to deserve better. These guys are tough. Oh, there's some archers now. Should probably take care of those guys. Where's the way down? I think they're running out of troops. They're trying to rush with archers. They're definitely running out of troops. They're running away. Send troops.
I give up. Cold.
Ah, there we go. The defenders are routed and it's clear that Hertogia Castle is yours. It's time for you to determine the fate of the fortress. Show mercy. The Western Empire is no more. On the 12th day of autumn 1105, a realm fell. The Western Empire is no more. Now we are the sole empire. And finally, we got rid of all those mercenaries working for the Western Empire. Our overarching goal is to fight Vlandii and Sturgia to a standstill until they recognize our might, so we turn to Sturgia next, believing them to be easier targets. We take out the army assaulting Hertogia and use what army we have left to take back Ataconia and Baragos. Baragos had particularly weak walls, so we went in and charged the opening in the wall with our entire army. That'll probably be enough. You know what, just leave an assault. Just go. We don't even need the ram.
Get them!
Just assault the open hole in the wall.
Pick your targets!
Everyone's going and overwhelm that breach in the wall. We then disbanded most of the army so they could replenish their numbers and be called to other armies. That's probably a good place to disband most of the armies then. We are keeping our own army though. I also didn't want to spend influence maintaining them, but that's a separate matter. And our firstborn daughter came of age. Ooh, then our flight is now of age. When the campaign is in its final stages. Surprisingly, the Sturgians turned a table on us and convinced one of our nobles, the Varos, who's our brothers-in-law, to switch sides, turning 2 castles over to them without a fight. Wait. God damn it, they also brought their castles with them. We were in the middle of trying to gather an army to fend off a Vlandii and attack to take over a friendly town, but the AI decided to do it themselves. Go get 'em, boys! Meanwhile, we try to take down some Vlandian parties. Very slowly. And any time they try to approach us with the intent to siege on the holding, we defeat them with acceptable losses. Though sometimes we have to chase them down and finish them off, otherwise they'll just heal their troops back up and attack us again. Get back here before you recover too much wounded. Since this 3-way war is mostly a battle of attrition, we want the Southern Empire to build up its forces while we diminish the others. However, the most difficult enemy right now isn't Vlandia or Sturgia. It's the Khuzaits who are still alive and waging wars with us opportunistically. And since it's better to defend against 2 fronts than 3, we decided to take our army to the Khuzaits to teach them more lessons on warfare. We sieged town after town: Akalat, Makeb, Chaikand, Odok. Even had to siege down Makeb a second time. Overwhelmed by our military prowess, the Khuzaits offered tribute in exchange for peace. Oh, this is much better. Receiving tribute. One wonders how long the peace will last this time. While waiting for the Khuzaits to backstab us, we can gain some ground against the Sturgians. But yeah, I think this is the way to go. Just taking over others' towns, leaving the castle, and just skipping the castles. So that their income is lower. I think I actually read somewhere on Reddit that AI have a communal income instead of individual clan income. I don't know how accurate that is, but you know, if it's like something that happens behind the scenes, it makes sense. Just gotta be on the lookout for Khuzaits trying to declare war on us again. Because you know they will. And 2 minutes later, we get backstabbed by the Khuzaits. It hasn't even been 5 minutes since I said that. Like, come on, man. However, instead of dealing with the Khuzaits, we were distracted trying to fight off Flandians from Zeonica, one of our core holdings. We were definitely outnumbered, so while we waited for our army to gather, we let the Flandians take casualties from engaging Zeonica's garrison, and then swooped in to save the day. Yeah, this is enough. Charge! Assault the siege camp. You've encountered Illiset's party. Send troops. Ah, they still did a lot of damage. I guess that's cavalry for you. While we're here, we figured we might as well retake Jalmaris and accidentally stumble upon the best siege strategy. First, we would bring out multiple trebuchets at the same time to overwhelm the enemy defenses. Wait until one or more of the walls are broken and none of their siege engines are built. Cool. Got a hole in the wall. Lead the assault. Remove any rams or towers from the battle. Siege towers, battering rams, don't need any of that. Alright, everyone. See that hole in the wall? And let our army charge the breach. Go get it.
Caramel!
Ah, the most classical technique in any warfare. Human wave tactics. Holy crap, I suck at throwing. There you go. Let me just squeeze in so I can also get in. Thank you. Get in here too. Because if I die, you're just going to position yourself outside the walls, and I don't want that. Now normally we would also be fighting enemy reinforcements at the same time if they had greater numbers, but castles are notoriously difficult to defend from the inside, so any reinforcements would have to meet our army without their defensive advantage. And so we finished the siege with minimal casualties. Only 2 deaths. We tried the same tactic we take in Rote. Ow! Though it looked like the archer troops decided that shooting up at walls from the outside was a better decision than overwhelming the enemy where they're less defended. So we should take care to not get knocked down when enacting this strategy in the future. And we actually managed to reach Medicine 275, even with our suboptimal starting build. Ooh, Medicine. Minister of Health, plus 1 hit point to troops for every skill point above 250. Give him my skill, which means every troop now has 25 hit points. I think base is like 100. So my troops are now immediately 25% more durable, and Rote's getting sieged again, goddammit. The Sturgians intended to siege Jalmaris this time, and we misjudged our strength, took a bad fight, and lost. In hindsight, it would have been better if we broke into the castle to aid the defenders so that we could benefit from the defensive bonus. But that won't stop us. We soon ransomed ourselves and took some garrison from Zeonica to kickstart our army again. Recruiting bandits to our side whether they liked it or not. Yoink. There we go, free archers. And retook Jalmaris with ease. Ah, great. And as we tried to take back some lands from Sturgia, the Vlandians decided to siege Jalmaris again. So we dropped the siege and beeline back to protecting our interests. As much as I would love to take out more Sturgians, making sure Jalmaris does not fall into Vlandia is kind of my priority right now. The Vlandians for some reason decided to lift the siege, but we ran into some Sturgians instead. Oh, cool. We ran into a Sturgian army. You know what? This is fine.
I give up. Call back your...
While we're skirmishing back and forth with the Vlandians, another one of the Southern Empire's nobles decided to switch sides. What do you mean the Baltates changed from Southern Empire to Sturgians? We quickly appropriate their town from them, relieve the siege of Jalmaris, relieve the siege of Jalmaris again, and again, again,
Stop! I yield.
and again.
I yield.
It just does not stop. We did manage to reach 275 Steward for our troubles, so that's something. Ooh, Steward 275. Food consumption, wages, and combat-related morale loss for each Steward point. Morale loss for each Steward point above 250. I mean, that's not bad, but I don't know. Kind of underwhelming. Now the question is, do I have to break in to help the defenders? Or do I have to... Or can I just send troops in? I think it might be better to break in and help the defenders. While we did have to endure a siege due to our numbers, fortunately the Vlandians did not learn from our mistakes, helplessly taking catapult fire, attempting to climb the ladders. Oh, cool, they actually got the ramp. I know firsthand how terrible this position is. Yep, there they go. I think it's a good time to sally up.
I yield.
And in the middle of things, we got a marriage offer for our sister. She's fought on the battlefield as hard as any soldier, and we kind of took her youth from her with that, so we thought she deserved some happiness and accepted the offer. You know what? Sure. We had Alda do a lot of killing for us. She deserves a little happiness. And then we observed another backstabbing from the Baltates, but this time in our favor. What? Again? Okay. I didn't even know the AI could do that. Well, no, I guess I did, since they did it to us before, but I didn't expect to get a whole cutscene out of it. But they don't really have any beefs, do they? Wait, do they? Baltate. No, they have two thieves. Baracos Castle and Argeron. Huh. Alright, welcome back, I guess. I swear the weirdest things happen in my games. After retaking the town of Diathma from the Sturgians, we had a choice. We could use this momentum to push forward and take more Sturgian lands, or use the time to cripple the Kuze so they can no longer be the knife in our backs.
I'd wish you...
We decided that an enemy behind us was more dangerous, so we turned eastward. We decided to cut off the Kuze's income by taking their towns first, sieging town after town, even convinced some Battanian remnants to switch sides. Ooh. Oh, he's also the owner of Tial, I think. Yeah. So it's very far away from here, so if we could convince him to join us, that'd be very convenient. Also, he's one of the last Battanians left, I think. On the 20th day of autumn, 1111, Ben Gyal joined the Southern Empire. Huzzah! We even siege Ortengard, a Kuze town that likely has never seen a single siege due to being so far inland. This is working way too well. It's hilarious. Defenders are holding the key.
Die, dog! We whipped the bastards!
Though, after we sieged Husin Folk, we failed to take into account the low loyalty of the settlement, and it rebelled as soon as we moved away. What? Oh well, nothing a quick siege can't fix. We keep taking Khuzait's towns one after another, and on the way to Chaikan we convince another clan to switch sides.
Yours
I
is
just want
not
to
a
talk to
face
you.
I know.
Huzzah! On the 17th day of summer in 1112, Tigri joined the Southern Empire. But in exchange, the Khuzaits convinced one of our nobles to turn in response. Lineage changed from the Southern Empire to the Khuzaits. What the hell, man? Goddamn Makeb and Hertogia. Alright, well that's one more town to siege then. And after sieging Chaikan, we were given rule over it, which is convenient as it can act as sort of a staging ground for us to replenish our troops if necessary. I mean, I'll take it, but it's not particularly a town I want. And Ortengard also rebelled. Really? And the Fangyeol were so offended by their lack of ability to govern a settlement, they left for the Khuzaits again. Oh, come on. God, and they had... Well, no, actually, we didn't really give them anything, did we? John Marius was getting sieged again, but we had no time to turn back now. Not when we're so close to being rid of the Khuzaits once and for all. I'm not gonna make it there in time. Either way, that's another siege complete. Makeb is also sieged down, and the Khuzaits actually offer tribute this time. Yeah, let's wait a couple days until it's no longer at high risk of rebellion. Really? You want to make peace just because they want to give us some money? Alright, fine. But they're gonna betray us again.